actually swim home across the border that you came over on, right?
Chicago, Illinois. Do you recognize this man?
First shot, I eat that ham sandwich, or should I say a burrito, taco, enchilada, empanadas.
Get the out, Trumpy!
All you do is eat food, bro. Go with them. And they're still here. Do your job.
Just cry about it.
The cheese. The cheese. Yeah, how'd this work out for y'all?
I don't know. Yeah, go walk away.
It is 2025. This is unacceptable.
Or actually, swim home across the border that you came over on, right?
No, I was born here actually. Your little dad. I was born here actually.
Completely unacceptable. And though what you said may not be legal, that's why platforms like mine exist. So the world will forever know what you truly believe.
You know, every day America gives me new reasons to sigh, right? Another MAGA man out here being racist in 4K. Like, at this point, these folks aren't even trying to hide it anymore, right? He went off on a Hispanic man, calling him slurs, insulting his accent, telling him to go back to where he came from. And of course, he thought he was safe because MAGA love makes people feel invincible, right? But what he forgot is this is 2025, right? Everybody has a camera. You can't sneeze wrong without ending up online, right? And as usual, MAGA folks never beat the allegations. Every time people say, oh, MAGA is a cult, MAGA people are racist, MAGA followers have hate in their hearts, here comes Exhibit Z to make the point again, right? What kills me is the confidence, the entitlement, the audacity. These people genuinely believe that they can disrespect minorities, immigrants, black people, Hispanic people, anyone who isn't white, and the world is just supposed to clap for them. Like, yes, go ahead, be racist. No, not in this generation anymore, right? Anyways, the internet did what it does best, right? People zoomed in on that uniform, looked up the company name, found the HR number, and called them up, right? And guess what? He got fired immediately, right? Like, gone by. But let's watch these clips, and we'll be back with some commentary. Credit goes to all original creators. Let's watch, and we'll be back.
Or actually, swim home across the border that you came over on, right? First shot, I eat that ham sandwich, or should I say a burrito, taco, enchilada, empanadas.
Hello, Kyle David Kania, Chicago, Illinois.
Or actually, swim home across the border that you came over on, right? Yeah, how'd this work out for y'all?
I don't know. Yeah, go walk away. Walk away.
And they're still here. Do your job.
Just cry about it.
Sorry your friends and family had to find out that this is how you truly believe. Like I said, this happened in Chicago, Illinois. And if you're going to act this way, I have a little bit of advice. One, make sure you're not being filmed. And two, don't wear your work shirt. You're going to be a poor representation of that company.
You know, I can't believe this fucking happened. You fucking people messaging my freaking employer, calling him, well, you finally did it. You got me fired. I hope you feel good about yourselves. Now, me and my pregnant wife, I don't know what we're going to do. We lost our medical. We lost everything because you disagreed with me.
I am not going to sit here and gloat on this guy losing his job. If I lost what little access to income I have right now, it would be devastating for me. And we are all doing really, really rough, financially, mentally, or otherwise. Now, different groups of us are blaming very different parts of society for the reason that we feel like things are as bad as they are. What I will say is that, first off, freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences. Freedom of speech means that the government can't come after you for the things that you say, provided those things are not the incitement of violence. Secondly, employers do not want people to be the face of their business if the identity that those people bring are the types of identities that are going to push others away or make others feel unsafe. I went looking for it. I saw some comments that said what happened, and apparently he went to a Mexican restaurant, said some things that shouldn't have been said, was sent to his employer, and his employer let him go. I couldn't find the video. Maybe he deleted it. I don't know. Maybe it was a story and it's already gone. I'm not sure. But if you're the type of person that in demonstrating the human being that you intrinsically are makes your employer afraid to keep you around, it might be time to unpack the type of human being you are and have some serious conversations with yourself and the people around you to try to identify why society might seek to shun you. Your actions have consequences in this world. And just because a certain politician has made you feel like you can get away with saying, doing, or being anything you want to be, no matter how horrible that is, there are parts of society that are still not going to permit that, regardless of how much you think your actions should not have any consequences.
All MAGAs are racist. I used to try to be fair. I used to say, oh, some of them, not all of them. But all of them fall under that category in my eyes now. If you're still rocking with MAGA, you're co-signing everything that comes with it. The alligator Alcatraz detention center, the racism, the hate, the lies, the policies that hurt black and brown immigrants, the policies that want to strip away black history and at the same time want to bring back Confederate statues. You just can't separate yourself from that if you're still rocking with MAGA here in 2025. If you're waving that hat, waving that MAGA flag, or defending that movement, you're standing with racism. Period. And don't hit me with that, oh, I'm just here for the economy and I like his policies. Like, bro, they suck. And you don't just get to pick and choose the parts that you like and ignore the hate that comes with it. That's not how it works. When you support MAGA, you're supporting that whole package. When you defend MAGA, you're defending that whole package.
If it's one thing a MAGA racist hates more than minorities, it's another white person who's an ally. Because typically, they would just be racist against anybody who is literally existing. But because that person is white, they don't understand it. Because they want to use their racist tactics against you, but they can't because you're white. So it kind of gives them this internal conflict, and you'll see them literally freak out. They will start to insult you because they don't know what to do. Just slowly start to observe it with like white influencers or even our Congress people. People will literally come at their looks because all of a sudden the life that they knew doesn't make any sense.
I have a conservative who's butthurt because I said all MAGAs are racist. Take a look.
All MAGAs are racist. I used to try to be fair. I used to say, oh.
So, quick question: does that include Black Americans, Latino Americans, Chinese American that voted for Donald Trump? Are they racist also? Or maybe you are the racist.
Let's be real. No Black, Latino, or Asian is voting for Donald Trump because they fully align with this ideology. When it happens, it's usually out of manipulation or economic fear or lack of political education. That doesn't make it right, but it does explain it. But white conservatives are a completely different story, and you know that. They understand racial coding, they hear the dog whistles, they know exactly what Trump stands for, and they vote for him anyway. Y'all are not confused when it comes to Donald Trump. Y'all are committed to Donald Trump, following everything that man does. And with that being said, y'all know exactly what you're following. And notice how white conservatives love to call black people racist when black people call out their racism. But I digress. Let's see what else he has to say.
If you are a Democrat, you definitely are. You need to research history, and don't sit here and tell me they switched parties because that's bullshit.
Now, let me be clear. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a Democrat, but I am a Pan-African socialist who takes accurate history seriously. When people say that the Democrats are the party of slavery, they leave out the other part of the truth. It was white conservatives of that time who supported slavery, owned slaves. They just happened to wear the Democratic Party label of that time. The ideology didn't change, just the party names. As you see, conservatives wear the Republican Party label now, and liberals wear the Democratic Party label now. You cannot point in any time in history where leftists, progressives, or liberals were out here owning slaves. Political ideologies matter so much more than political party labels, and that's what y'all don't understand. It's always been white conservatives, whether they called themselves Democrats in the 1800s or Republicans here in 2025. Same mindset, just different branding. And yes, all MAGAs are racist.
Let's be honest. There's a huge faction of the MAGA movement that's really fucking racist.
I wouldn't say huge, no. I'd say partly.
I would say huge.
Yeah, okay. Well, we have different perspectives.
I would say huge. And even if they're not, you have to overlook a lot of that in order to support Donald Trump, which I think is maybe even more egregious than just saying I'm a racist.
People keep telling minorities to be calm, to respect everyone, to be better. Meanwhile, some folks out here don't even see us as human, right? It's disgusting and it's exhausting. But what do you guys think? Should he have been fired? Do you think, MAGA will ever break these racist stereotypes, or are they just proving the internet right every single time? Drop your thoughts, like and share, and make sure you subscribe for more commentary. Quick disclaimer, this video is just commentary and opinion based on public footage, reports, and reactions.